This is going to be an amazing, amazing session. Just, fasten your seatbelt, if I should use that word, and get ready to learn. Thank you so much, Abraham, for having me, and the entire team at Boostmart for having me. And I'm always excited to share value. This would be a very practical session. This would be a session that immediately after now, you can implement in your business and see results, okay? So if you can get a writing material, I think you should get that. If you can get something to put down some points on, some action points on, I think you can get that as fast as possible as we get started. It will also be a conversational session. So hopefully, I want everyone to be able to probably drop a comment in the chat when I ask you to. Maybe if I need to unmute your mic, you can unmute and talk with me. It will be a session that we'll get to learn from each other, but I also want you to participate in the class. So just to test that you understand what I said, if you're ready for me to get started, just type 1 in the chat box. Type 1, the number 1 in the chat box. Let me be sure that we're ready for this particular session. So just type number 1 if you're ready for me to get started. Okay, great. I can see 1 coming up. Good, good, good. This is an exciting session. So Yahaya Usman says 1. Blessing says 1. Bilkisu says 1. Biang says 1. Great. All sometimes says 1. So that means we're good to go. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to be working on a blank template together. So let me see. So I think I'm going to need sharing screen rights. Someone should just give me that. Now, digital marketing always starts most times with a blank template, all right? So it's like a canvas. I remember back then, I don't know how many of us would remember, but there was a time that in I think, nursery school, we used to have this, they call it a slate. And if you will remember, so there was a slate. I'm feeling very old as I'm saying this, right? But there was a slate that they will give us with chalk. It was like a black slate, kind of. And they'll give it to us, and the slate is always cleaned at the beginning of every day. And then you can write on that slate. I didn't go to a very nursery school at the beginning, so you can write on that slate and write the things that you learned for that day. And after that day, by the next day, you can clean your slate again and start again. So marketing always starts with that clean slate. Digital marketing starts with that clean slate. And I'm sure the team is working on giving me the ability to share my screen. So once I have that, I'll get right into it. But first, let's think about this in a very practical way. How do you think that people buy from you? The topic is actually, okay, I've gotten permission now, so thank you. The topic is actually how to use digital marketing, all right, to increase sales in business. That's the topic. How to use digital marketing to increase sales in business. Okay, so if you're writing, you can write that down. How to use digital marketing to increase sales in business. But let's start with this question. What are the steps, right? What are the steps that people will need to take to buy from you on a normal day? If someone wants to buy from you, what's the first thing you think they need to do? I'll just give you a possible step-by-step way, and then we'll build on that. I think that before someone can buy from you, before someone can patronize you as a client or as a customer, first, they need to know about you or about your product. True or false? Let me know in the chat box. True or false? They first need to know about you, right? They need to know about you or about your products. All right, is that true or is that false? They can't buy from you if they don't know you. Okay, great. So I can see your comments. Yeah, also them says true. Biang says true. Okay, good. Remember, it's an interactive class. So I want to be sure that you're following me. So the first thing is they have to know about you. That's the first thing. If they don't know, if they're not aware of your existence or the existence of your product or service, they can't buy from you. That's the first thing. The second thing is, because you're not the only person that is selling that thing, because you're not the only person offering that product or that service, most of the times, you're not the only one. They have to like and trust you. That's the second thing. So first, they need to know that you exist, but that's not all. They also know that other people exist. I got because of the heat wave that happened in Nigeria this month, I had to get a rechargeable fan. And I kept checking. So I checked Lonzo, I checked Polystar, I checked Century, I checked different brands. I know all these brands exist. But then I needed to like and trust one of these brands sufficiently for me to buy from them. Are you following the strategy? So they need to know you, They need to like and trust you. And then they need to find it easy to finally take the action of buying from you. These are the steps. If you can figure out a way to get more people to know you, more people to like and trust you, more people to buy from you easily, I can tell you that you would increase your sales using digital marketing. And I'll be taking you through a very practical session today on how you can do these things. But first, let me try and explain what it means to increase sales. What does it mean to increase sales? This is the first step. And let me share my screen. So I'm going to share my screen now, and then we'll start from this, our blank canvas. All right, confirm that you can see my screen. How to use digital marketing to increase sales in business. So these are first blank canvas. The first thing that we've established is that for people to buy from you, first they need to what? They need to know you, right? They need to know about you or your product, right? That's the first thing. I believe you can see my screen. The second thing is, they need to like and trust you. And then the third thing is they need to easily buy from you. Good. So these are the 3 steps. We have established this. We agree with these 3. Now, what does it mean to increase sales? Right? Because these are topic, how to increase sales, right? To increase sales means at the very top level, it means 3 major things. To increase sales, it means 3 major things. First, the first thing that to increase sales means is for you to get new buyers. You can write that down. If you want to increase sales, your first question is, how can I get new buyers? That means, how can I get people that have never bought from me before to buy from me? That's the first thing to increase sales. So the topic is how to use digital marketing to increase sales. So your question is, how can I use digital marketing to increase new buyers? That's the first thing. Increasing sales means increasing new buyers. If for the last 3 months, for the last 6 months, you've not gotten one new buyer, that means one person that has never bought from you before that is buying from you, there's an issue in your business already. Because if you're increasing sales, you need to have new buyers in an average period of time. Depending on the type of business, that frequency can be every year, it can be every 6 months, it can be every month, it can be every day. If you're selling food in a restaurant, for example, your rate of new buyers needs to be at least every day. If you're selling maybe high coaching or very expensive consulting services, probably every 6 months, probably every year. There are some people that will just say, I want 4 clients this year. So that means at the end of that year, you need new buyers. But if you want to increase sales, we need to first establish that you need new buyers. Now, the second thing you need if you want to increase sales is you need repeat buyers. Just follow me. We're on a journey together, right? Like I said, this journey started with a blank canvas. So we are putting things on the canvas together. New buyers is the first. Repeat buyers is the second. A lot of people are getting new buyers, but because of how terrible their delivery system is, and by delivery, I don't mean these delivery bikes or, I don't mean GIG. Delivery means how do you give what you promise that you will give to your customer? That's delivery. Delivery is how do you fulfill your delivery and your fulfillment process? How do you get done what you said you will get done? That's delivery. Delivery for the structure, your business program, is how the team at Boostma have been able to package your entire sessions for you to get from it. How do they give you your replays? How do they notify you that a session is live? That is delivery. So you can get repeat buyers with a proper delivery system. And I'll come to that very soon. We're still talking about digital marketing, but these things are very important. This is foundation. So what people do is that they just go ahead and they start running ads, they start doing this. But coming from a point of a lot of experience, it's important that I establish this before I then go into those things. All right. So new buyers, repeat buyers, and then the third thing, which a lot of people do not take note of, is what is called the average order value. The average order value. Increasing sales means increasing the average order value. What is average order value, or AOV? It's called AOV in short, right? Average order value is the amount of money or the number of products that a buyer spends per time. So if, for example, one of you, you've paid for this course, all right, the structure of your business program. You've paid for this course. Let's say you pay 25,000, for example. Increasing average order value means that beyond paying for this course, the team would want you to also get the amazing book that Abraham is currently working on. You can pre-order it. That's, I think, at 10,000 naira. That means you're increasing the cart value, the amount of money you're spending on that business. So you have to start thinking, how can you increase sales by increasing the amount of money that an average customer spends on your business? Do you need to create an additional product? Do you need to create a more exclusive program? There are some people that they come to you buying something little, but if you can add something else, yes, they are coming to buy chicken from your poultry farm, but can they also buy chicken itself? Can they also buy, a poultry consultancy course? Can they also buy, a one-on-one session with you? Can they also buy, what else can they buy? This is average order value. Average order value is how do you increase the value, and by value, I mean the financial number of an average order that comes from a customer. If you can increase these three things, if you can increase your new buyers, you can increase your repeat buyers, and you can increase your average order value, I can guarantee you that your sales will increase. Are we on the same page? If you're on the same page, type 2 in the chat box. I believe you're already getting what I'm saying. So type 2 in the chat box if you're on the same page, if you're following me so far. This is a journey. All right, type 2, number 2 in the chat box. So Yaya is following. Good. James F is following 2. Thank you. Awesomeness 2. Blessing 2. Great, great. So we're following. We're following so far. So now, how then can we use digital marketing to increase these things? To increase sales? How can we use digital marketing to increase sales? All right, by increasing all these things we've talked about. So now let's look at the strategies, the actual strategies you can use. The digital marketing strategies, right? Digital marketing strategies to increase sales. What are the exact digital marketing strategies you can use to increase sales? Now, number one is what is called the offer creation strategy. Offer creation strategy. Now, I know that we've learned about offer. I'll just hint on this a little bit, but the offer creation strategy is the first thing. If you want to use digital marketing to increase sales, first, you need to make sure that the offer that you're putting out there to be sold is properly created. Properly created, the offer creation strategy. This is the first digital marketing strategy. Now, how do you create a proper offer? What are the tips? What are the things you can do to your offer? I would have loved to even use some businesses here as examples. So probably you can just type in the chat box as I teach. Just tell me, just in one sentence, tell me what you do. Or most importantly, what do you sell? Let's go straight to what you sell. I sell coaching services for I sell veterinary services for people. So fashion, okay, more fashion. So that means you sell, do you sell clothes or do you make clothes? Can you just give me some context so I can use an example? So fashion, do you sell already made clothes or do you make clothes and sell? Just give me an idea of your business, right? In one sentence, let me understand it so I can use them as examples as I teach, okay? So for offer creation strategy, you're trying to make sure that your offer is marketing ready. Your offer is marketing ready. And how do you do that? The first thing on that offer creation strategy is what I call clarity. That's the first thing. The first thing on that offer creation strategy is clarity. This is already digital marketing. Clarity is how can you be extremely clear about what it is you're doing. You don't want to confuse your customer. If your customer is looking for coaching services, right, you want to clearly say that we offer coaching services. If your customer wants to run ads, you want to clearly say we help business owners run ads. Don't say, oh, I offer paid traffic strategies for people that are into entrepreneurship. That's intelligent, but that is not clear. Paid traffic is true that paid traffic is the same thing as ads, but your customer does not know ads as paid traffic. So you want to make sure that you're speaking the language of the customer. A lot of people are not buying your offers, not because you don't have what they need, but because the language with which they describe what they need is different from the language with which you're describing your product or your service. So if you want to set up this clarity, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, how does my customer describe his problem? How does my customer, all right, search for the product I offer? What do they use? What search terms do they use? What are the exact words that they use when they are looking for me? This is where you start from. This is where you start your clarity from. So yes, you can have those very nice words. Yes, you can have those very nice concepts, right? But when you want to be clear, you want to make sure that you are using the words, you're using the messaging that your customers will use. All right. So let me check the chat and see. Okay, Medical Diagnosis Center, sewing and already made. Thank you, Omar. Custom branded t-shirts, amazing. Good. Awesome. So I have an idea of what some of you do. So clarity, for example, for Umaru that does sewing for fashion and then also already made products, is trying to state what you offer in the way that the customer would describe it. So if a customer wants to get let me for example, if your customer wants to get one of your already made shirts or already made gowns, how would they search for it, right? Would they search for a ready-made gown, right? So if they will search for ready-made gown, if you write ready to wear, you are right. Ready to wear is what you're doing. But apart from ready to wear, there should be another place that you're describing what you still sell, and you're using the word get your ready-made gowns here. That's clarity. So you're using ready to wear. Ready to wear is the correct English, but it may not be as clear to the customer, except the what's it called, the niche or the segment of customers you're offering to are people that will understand and people that will search those terms you're using. Because sometimes you can use messaging to segment your audience. An audience that does not understand what ready to wear is may not be your target audience because of your pricing. The person should know what ready to wear means, right? But if you're trying to target a mass market, you must use what the mass market is using, how they search for their product or their services. That is clarity. Let me move on a bit because we have a lot to talk about, right? The second thing after clarity is you need to increase perception. Remember, we're still under creating an offer, all right? The offer creation strategy. So you need to increase perception. What is perception? Perception is the idea that people have about your products or services. That's what perception is. So you need to increase perception. How do you increase perception? You want to be able to make sure that you outline as much as possible the benefits. You put in some add-ons, okay? Benefits are what do people get from your product. So benefits can be, the fabric that we use is long-lasting. That can be a benefit. Benefit for your medical diagnosis center can be that your results can be, assessed online, right? Your results can be verified using the internet. It can be that, we give very accurate results. We use this type of testing. Those are features, right? So because of the test equipment that we use, you are sure that your results will be accurate. Benefits can be that you can use your result for if you're processing your papers, results from our diagnosis center is accepted in international standards, so it's accepted worldwide. That can be a benefit. So ask yourself the question, what does my service or what does my product do for my customer? That is benefits, right? So how else can you increase perception? You can increase perception by authority, by increasing authority. How do you increase authority? You increase authority by doing things like teaching. If you teach, people see you as an authority. So you can create content that increases your authority by teaching people about what you do, about what you sell. Increase authority by teaching. You can increase authority by certifications. I see someone, what's his name? Yahaya, for example, is in medical, he has a medical diagnosis center. So even if you don't have the certification yourself, right, make sure that there is someone within your establishment that has a certification, and don't hide the certification. By showing and by exposing the certification, you are increasing the way people perceive your center. How? Because certifications kind of confer authority on someone. If I begin to talk about my certification, for example, some of you will begin to look at me with another angle. Earlier this year, I got certified by Section School. Section School is a business, high-level business, business school that is domiciled in the United States. People that learned in the same class with me are people from Microsoft, people from Google, people from Amazon, people from Nike. We're in the same session, we're in the same class. I've not announced it online yet. I'll make a post later, but I'm saying it in this class. Now, me saying this in this class, that I now have I'm a marketing strategy certified by Section School. Section School, the cost for the school is about $1,600. You can convert that to Naira right now. I had a scholarship, but that's like the average cost. Now, just saying that would increase your perception of me. If I say, for example, which is true, that I am currently the most certified person from Meta in the entire West Africa, currently, verifiable, you can go and verify. From Meta, from Facebook, I am the most certified person in West Africa at the moment. This was confirmed in the last session that they had in Kenya. We had some representatives there. If I tell you that, your perception of me automatically increases. This is the same way that you exposing certifications increases the authority, that the way people see you with authority, increase their perception of you. Let me move on very quickly. Another way you can increase perception is testimonials. Testimonials, right? I'm going to end it here. So these are some ideas for you to increase perception. There's a link that will be shared. I don't know if it has been shared already, but maybe after a session it will be shared. And that link will take you to a place where you can talk about how this session was for you, how learning from the team at Boostmap has been for you. That is a testimonial. By you sharing that, you're increasing the perception. And you're not just increasing perception of Boostmap, but you're increasing your own perception as someone that was able to dedicate time to be a part of a session like this. If you're able to dedicate time, that means someone is interested in growth. You're someone that is interested in your business. So people see you in another light. And people also see Boostmap in another light. That is testimonial. That's what testimonials help you do. And that's how testimonials help you to increase the perception of your business. So ask yourself, how can I intentionally get testimonials from people that patronize my product or my services? Some of you, as soon as someone finishes buying from you, once they just exchange money, that is it. That's all you need. Have they paid? They have paid that bill. That's all. You treat them anyhow. There's someone right now in Port Harcourt, a mentee of mine, that we're still trying to sort out a number of things. She paid almost 1.8 million naira for a dental work, and the dental clinic is they're just so disorganized. So disorganized. We're trying considering legal steps, right? Because as soon as the full money, I asked for part payment at first, and we made the part payment, right? And then, as at then, they were still okay. But once the full money exchanged hands, all of a sudden, their real character just came up. And that's what happens a lot. Can I recommend them? Never. Can I go there again for another person? Never. And that's what happens. So the testimonials about them is terrible from my end. And it's terrible from my mentee's end. Why? Because it has just been from one terrible experience to the other. So this is what happens when you're not intentional about testimonials. If you're intentional about testimonials, your delivery, your fulfillment would be on point. I want everyone, I'm sure that Abraham must have talked about this, right? But make sure you set up your fulfillment, set up your delivery in a way that it would compel testimonials, in a way that it would encourage positive testimonials, because that's how you increase perception. All right, let me move forward. We're still just on the offer creation strategy, and I can see my time is running. Another thing you can do to improve your offer is bonuses. Bonuses is, what else can I give that will be valuable? What else can I give that will be valuable? Now, follow me. We've not started entering into the nitty-gritty of digital marketing, but follow me step by step. This is an entire journey, okay? So what else can I give that will be valuable? I had to add this. Let me make it in red so that you will see it very well, okay? What else? Sorry, let me put this black. Let me highlight it. That will be valuable, because sometimes we think of bonus as just anything, right? Imagine someone is coming to medical diagnosis center and and Yaya gives the person USB cord as a bonus. Can you imagine that? How does it relate? You want to make sure that what you're giving as a bonus is to an extent valuable to the type of customer you're inviting. So, for example, I can see Umar is into sewing and already made. Now, there's someone that I bought a piece of suit from, and she gave me a pair of socks as a gift, as a bonus. I didn't buy that. Now, that pair of socks may have cost her maybe 1,000 naira, which is nothing close to the profit she made from me, I'm sure. But if I want to get another piece of suit, who do you think I'll think of first? I'll think of her first. Is if she doesn't have, that's when I can go out, just because of what? Socks. Imagine socks. Because socks is, what was even important? The color of the socks was navy blue, just like the suit I bought. The suit I bought was navy blue. So she gave me a navy blue socks. Did I have navy blue socks? Yes, I did. But the fact that she gave me that endeared me to the business. This is how you can use bonuses. So bonuses does not have to be very expensive, right? Just think of, what can I give that will be valuable to this customer? Sometimes it could even be a written note. There are some people that just write a written note to your customer. and tell the customer, oh, thank you for patronizing me, or I hope you enjoy this. It's not really a bonus, but it's just an incentive. It makes them think of you. It makes you different. It also shows that your interest is not just in that first money that they're giving you. So ask yourself, how else can I make myself, how else can I give my customers something that is valuable to them? What else can I give my customer that will be valuable to them? Okay, you can think about that. And then the next thing to do very quickly is to reduce risk. If you want to make your offer solid, reduce the risk that your customer is bearing. How do you reduce this risk? One way you can reduce risk is by giving guarantees. Give guarantees that are healthy. I remember I was going to get a Samsung product and they gave a 30-year guarantee. That was very bold. 30-year guarantee. There's no chance that I'll use that same product for 30 years. But the fact that you're saying that they're giving you 30 years guarantee, you're like, no, this product must be very good, right? It probably may be rubbish, but just the guarantee they give you is sufficient to increase your confidence and allow you to be more interested in that offer. But make sure you're giving a guarantee that makes sense for your business, okay? If you're selling food, you cannot give a 10 days guarantee. The food will spoil, right? So you're not going to give that type of guarantee. So think of a guarantee that makes sense for your business. What can you guarantee? Is simply, I assure you, okay, that if you buy this, you will, what's it called? You can use this for either this period, or I guarantee that you will get value from this. That's simply what guarantee is. Another thing you can do, if it makes sense for your business, is pay on delivery. Now, there are a lot of businesses that I myself recommend they don't use this, because human beings are human beings. If you know that pay on delivery will not work for your business, don't use it. Do not lose money because you're trying to reduce risk. All right. There are other ways to increase trust so that you don't have to do pay on delivery. You can increase trust through other ways. If you can increase trust sufficiently, people do not mind paying before you deliver. Pay on delivery only makes sense when people have not trusted you enough. If there are other ways you can increase trust, use those other ways, and you can remove pay on delivery. But if pay on delivery makes sense for your business, go ahead and use it. It reduces risk, right? And then another way you can reduce risk is a return policy. If you tell people that if this thing is not good, you can return it, it reduces risk. Are you following? The last thing I'll talk about under offer creation strategy is urgency. Urgency. You want to be able to tell people that if they buy within this time, the time-based urgency, if they buy within this time, they will get maybe this discount. That can be an urgency technique. You're saying that this is a period of time. If you do this within this time, you'll get this. That's time-based urgency. Quantity-based urgency is if you buy 2 pieces of clothes instead of 1, you will get this for free. Or if you buy 5 pieces instead of 2, you'll get this for free, or you get 1 extra. That's quantity-based urgency. There's also discount-based urgency. Discount-based urgency is there's a discount that lasts for this period of time. So if you buy within this period of time, you will get this discount. These are things you can do to your current product or service that can make it an offer. A lot of you have product or service, but you don't have offers. If you add these things to your product or service, it becomes an offer. People are more interested to buy from you. Now, that is the first step when it comes to digital marketing strategies to increase sales. First, make sure that you have a proper offer. Now that you have an offer, I'm assuming now that you have an offer that people want, that people are interested in. That's not all. You now have your offer, but you know about your offer, but how many other people know? Remember what we said at the beginning? We said that for people to buy from you, first they need to do what? They need to know about you or about your products. Do you remember this? They need to know about you, about your products. So the second strategy, the second digital marketing strategy you need for you to be able to increase sales is what is called the awareness strategy. Give me a second. So the awareness strategy. So you need people to know that you and your product exist through digital marketing. How can you use digital marketing to, what's it called? To increase awareness? How can you do that? The first way you can do that, and I always recommend this, is to have what is called content pillars. Content pillars, right? Content pillars. Very important. Content pillars are simply specific broad topics or focus areas that your content should focus on. Content pillars allows you to not be all over the place when it comes to content creation. If you don't have content pillars, it's important that you begin to learn how to create this. You can create content pillars for your business even from tonight, right? And there are several tools that can help you. You know, there's a tool called Gemini at the moment by Google. It's called Gemini Advanced, right? That you can actually use to set up content pillars for yourself. And if I want to do a quick segue, I can quickly do that. Just as some of you would need to, you will need to probably put in your card details. Let me just put in my own Gemini Advanced. So it's a tool from Google, something like ChatGPT, but just the Google version. Is an AI tool. I already have, I'm already in the trial version, so I'll just go ahead and do that. So let's assume that, for example, let me use which of the business should I use, for example, now? Which business have I not really talked about here? So Computer Training Academy. So let's say Bill Kisu has a computer training academy, and is it a he or a she? I think a she. I'm not sure. Please, a she, right?
Yeah.
She. Okay, good. So Bill Kisu, for example, has a computer training academy, and she wants to create content pillars for her academy. So you can just go to gemini.google.com. This is a tool that is currently free for the first 2 months. So you can go to gemini.google.com and put in a prompt. The prompt can be as simple as I own a computer training academy, and I want to increase sales using digital marketing. Give me content pillars that will increase awareness and sales for my business in the Nigerian market. So this is a simple prompt, right? Let me click on enter. Now allow this to load. So these are content pillars. Content pillars are just broad things that you can create content under. Let me explain what these pillars are. Now, the first content pillar here is digital literacy success stories. What are these? Case studies of people that have gone through your training academy before now, written and video format. Can you see this? Student testimonials. So they're telling you that the first content pillar you can use is content pillar of success stories. Why do they use this content pillar? When people see other people's content stories, they are success stories, they are more likely to attend your academy. Are you following? Another content pillar can be skill of the week or a tech tip. Are you following? So skill of the week, you can talk about the different skills that you teach. It's a computer training academy, so that means you teach more than one skill, right? So you can say skill of the week. You can focus on just one skill and talk about it in a content. That is a content pillar. Okay, another content pillar can be, bridging the tech gap. This is just simply probably you either writing a blog post or just doing a social media discussion that talks about digital literacy generally. It's kind of a broader explanation or broader content. There's another content pillar called industry-specific training spotlight. So this one, you're being specific to different sectors, specific sectors. All right. You can also celebrate local tech innovation. For this one, you have to be following the news. What is the news around what you do? And news can be a content pillar for literally everybody. For Yahaya, for example, is there any news around medical diagnostics that he can share that makes people see him as an authority, and it becomes also a content pillar for his content? Okay, so these are examples of content pillars. There are lots and lots of content pillars you can use. You can even ask for more, right? You can go ahead and ask more questions, but artificial intelligence currently allows you to have like a thinking colleague. So as you're thinking, you're also getting ideas. Doesn't mean you just copy it and paste like that, but it just gives you ideas on some things you can have as content pillars, right? So everybody can do this after now. I won't go too deep into it because I have very little time and there's a lot to talk about. So let me go back to our where we were, content pillars. So content pillars are focuses. Think about it as focuses so that your content is focused. Not that today you talk about AFCON, tomorrow you're talking about should women cook in the kitchen or should they cook in the living room? Next tomorrow you're saying who should be washing the car. You sell clothes and you're talking about so many things. It doesn't make sense. You confuse your audience. Do you understand? You can confuse your audience that way. Okay, so make sure you have pillars that gives your content a focus. My content is around personal development, is around marketing, is around business. Can I talk about other things? Yes, I can. But the bulk of my content must be focused on these three areas: marketing, business, personal development. So people know what to expect from me. The same thing should be for you and your business. Now, next thing is you need to be able to create content. Creating content is an awareness strategy. A lot of people do not give time to content creation. And I would recommend that if you're not really maybe a content person, you should explore what is called bulk creation. So create content in bulk. You can tell yourself that you use the first 3 days of a month or the first 2 days of a week to create several pieces of content. It can be text, it can be pictures, it can be videos, but you can do bulk content creation. This is digital marketing. Digital marketing is simply using digital tools and platforms to sell. That's what digital marketing is. And there's no digital marketing without content. You need content. You need people to see something before they can buy. So do you need to take pictures of your products? Do you need to take pictures of your establishment? Do you need to take pictures? Do you need to create text content about what you do, about your business, right? What do you need to do that is content creation? So you can create in bulk so that you're not creating every day. Some of us get tired. I want to post consistently for 1 month. You post for the first 3-4 days, you're happy, and by the 5th day, you have stopped and say, we'll try again some other time. We live to fight another time. I understand. The solution to that is to create in bulk. You can create 30 pieces of content at the same time so that all you need to do is to just distribute, right? So bulk creation. Another way to create content is through collaboration. Collaboration is a way of content creation. For example, as I'm teaching right now, if I wanted to use this as a collaboration opportunity, I can record myself having this session, and that becomes content. That is collaboration. What is happening right now is a collaboration. So you can collaborate with other people, either within your industry or probably outside your industry, but have people that have some sort of a relationship with your industry one way or the other. So you can collaborate, all right, to create content. That's an awareness strategy. Another awareness strategy, give me a second, is what is called content repurposing. Content repurposing. What is content repurposing? Content repurposing is simply changing the format of a piece of content. So let's say you have a long video content. You can create reels out of that content. You can shorten it. You can make it shorter pieces of content. So a long video content can be broken down into shorter content. That same video content, all right, can be changed into a blog post. For example, this is a video content I'm making, but what I'm typing right now can be made into a blog post. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So I can just, copy what I've done so far and probably come to Gemini, for example, and say, convert this into a let me say, Facebook post, because some of us don't have blogs, right? A Facebook post. Then I'll paste everything I've done so far. Let me click on enter. Now, this is what AI can do. Doesn't mean you copy what it gives you exactly, but it gives you an idea. Do you understand? So let this load. All right. So, this is giving me several things, but I want it to give me an actual post, right? So these are just it's giving me tips or highlights for me to create the post myself, right? But let me just tell it to create the actual Facebook post. Let me see. Post I can use now. Good. So let's do this. So it will create this. So I'm explaining some of these things. I'm giving you some tips and tools, right? Can you see? So this is like a Facebook post. So simple, it's a very short post. Ready to level up your sales. Here's secret sauce for using digital marketing to get more customers. So know, like, and trust, easy purchase. Remember when we talked about this at the beginning? All right. So want to learn the strategies behind making this happen, then insert a link to, let's say, a blog post or a landing page for a course. This is a simple Facebook post that you can use. And this is how you can use, but you need to first have the seed. You know what I'm talking about? So you can't just, you shouldn't just use AI on its own. You must have your own content that AI can help you expand upon. Are you following? So that is an example. So content repurposing is converting from one type of content to another. This video content can be converted to a reel. It can be converted to a blog post. It can be converted to a design with quotes. I can have quotes out there from what I'm saying. That is content repurposing. Another thing you can do still under this is what is called user-generated content, still under digital marketing. So you can use content that is generated from your users. You can use it as a way to make people aware that you exist. Awareness. Awareness is about letting people know that your product or your service exists. So user-generated content can help you do that. And then the last thing, so I can move forward, is what is called strategic commenting. Strategic commenting is you going on social media to comment on other people's posts. So these people already have awareness. They already have a lot of people following them. So you can go under their posts, especially if their post relates with you, and comment intelligently. When people see your comment, they would want to check your profile. That way, you're creating awareness. You're drawing people to yourself. You're making sure that they know about your product, they know about you, they know about your product, or they know about your service. Some of you don't comment at all online. You are just on your own. While that can work for some time, but at the beginning, you can use commenting to attract people. There was a time that I used to use commenting to attract a lot of people. Right, so strategic commenting. This is under awareness strategy. Right, let me move forward a bit. The next thing, and this is where I'll start getting into the nitty-gritty of digital marketing, is what is called the lead generation strategy. Now, people are aware that you exist, but that's not all. That's not sufficient for them to buy from you. They know that your product exists. They know that your service exists, right? But that's not sufficient. They need to learn more about that product, about that service, about you. How can they learn more? That's lead generation. So you're generating leads. You're trying to get to a point where your leads are able to be educated more about your brand, about your business, about your product, or about your service. So what are some things you can do here to be able to do this? First would be what is called using a lead magnet. And I'll give examples, right? Using your businesses. For Umoru, for Awesomeness, for example, that sells custom branded t-shirts and prints, right? A lead magnet can just be, for example, a lead magnet can be probably a product that teaches people how to take care of their t-shirts. There's some people that if they buy a t-shirt today, by next week it has faded, right? So how can they make their t-shirt last longer? That is a lead magnet. Anybody that wants to learn how to make his t-shirt last longer is someone that likes t-shirt. True of us. If you're not a t-shirt person, if for example, a turtleneck person, I'm a turtleneck and suit person, I can see that lead magnet and I'll not click on it. Not because I don't like Awesomeness, but because I am not her primary target audience. But someone that there's some people that they cannot see t-shirt and pass. Once they see a t-shirt, they'll be like, I have black, but the black I have is not this black. I like the way this black is black. And they will buy that black. They just like t-shirts. There are some people like that. So when they see any content around t-shirts, they are more attracted to it. And that is her primary target audience. So she can create lead magnets. Lead magnets are simply, think about the way magnets work. Magnet is something that attracts iron. Lead magnet is something that attracts leads. So what are some examples of lead magnets you can create? Let me just give you some examples here. Your content can be a lead magnet. Content is a lead magnet. What you post on Instagram, what you post on Facebook, what you post on Twitter can attract leads. For example, if you make a post and say, come and learn how to make money with how to, make your first 10,000 naira without knowing anything, right? The type of leads you attract with that content, with the content of how to make your first 10,000 naira, is different from the kind of leads you attract with the content that says, increase your earnings from 500K to 1 million naira in the next 90 days. True of us, you attract two different people, right? If you are saying, come and learn how to make your first 10,000 naira, the people you attract with that content is different from the people you attract with the content that says, increase your earnings from 500,000 to 1 million naira in the next 90 days. So your content can attract different kinds of leads. Really important. I think someone is in the waiting room. So your content can attract different kinds of leads. So content is a lead magnet. Another lead magnet you can use can be an ebook. You can have a simple ebook. An ebook can be a lead magnet. All right, you can have a checklist. For example, the person with the medical diagnostic, that's Yahaya can have a checklist. All right, these are the 5 these are the 5 tests to do if you want to do a full body checkup. That can be a checklist. Checklist for your next full body checkup. That's a checklist. The fashion person can have a checklist. 3 things to look at before you buy your next ready-made wear, or 7 things to consider before you buy your next ready-to-wear product. The Computer Training Academy, BlinkUSU, can have a checklist that says 5 things to consider before you choose the computer skill to learn. That's a checklist. 10 things to consider before choosing your next computer skill. That's a checklist. By the time you give them that checklist, they see you as an authority. You're attracting anybody that will want to get access to that checklist. It's someone that is already interested in learning a computer skill. If someone is not interested in learning a computer skill and you show them a product that says 5 things to consider before your next computer skill, they will scroll past, and it's okay. It's okay for some people to scroll past. Those are not your leads. So have lead magnets that speak to your leads. All right. Another lead magnet you can have can be a template. So there can be templates. Templates is simply systems that can be used over and over again. That's what a template is. Template is something that can be used over and over again. That can be a lead magnet. And another lead magnet can be a webinar. These are examples of lead magnets that you can use. All right. Now, another thing you need for your lead generation strategy is what is called the lead generation and nurturing funnel. You need a funnel. I can just call it a funnel, right? But I try to explain it a bit more. So to generate leads, you need a funnel. What is a funnel? A funnel is simply a digital marketing funnel. Is simply the pathway that people take, all right, to get to your product or your service. That's what a lead generation funnel is. You need to be able to be clear. Ask yourself, your last 2 customers, your last 3 customers, how did they get to you? In fact, if you can ask them, go and ask them, how did you find out about me? For some people, their funnel is this. Their funnel is simply, give me a second. I'm with you. I'm just trying to do a quick update here. So for some people, their funnel is from WhatsApp status to WhatsApp DM to buying. That's a short funnel. All right. Give me a second. Let me do a quick reply. My next meeting, I just need to do a quick adjustment. Give me a second. So I'm trying to just buy some more time. Most of these things are always back to back, but I want to be able to spend a little bit more time with you people before I come to an end. Or do people want me to go? Give me a second.
No, please go.
Okay, good. So I'm just moving
No.
a bit more. All right, great. So yeah, let's continue. Good. So what is the funnel? I'll explain what a funnel is. What is a funnel? Think about it. A funnel is simply the road that people take to get to you. That's the simple definition. What's the road that they take to get to you? So it can be, funnel can be, I see your ad, I click on it, I go to your landing page, I see what you're selling, I click on buy. That can be funnel. Funnel can also be, I see your WhatsApp status, I see what you're selling, either your product or your service. I swipe up and I say, I want to buy. That's a simple funnel. If you are not clear about your funnel, you will not know how to improve your funnel. You will not know where people are dropping off. All right. For example, if your funnel is, if your default funnel is WhatsApp status to sales, that means if you had 300 people, or if you had 100 people viewing your WhatsApp status in June of last year, by now you should not still be having 100 people. You know that your funnel is WhatsApp status, so you can't be having the same number of people. You have to think, how can I increase the top of my funnel? How can I increase the number of people that are viewing my status? Are you following? So if you have a funnel, if your funnel is, oh, you notice that the last 5 people that bought from you, they all said someone referred me to you. What do? Your question is, how can I increase the number of referrals? Is there something I can do? Can I deliver better? Can I intentionally encourage people to refer me? Why? Because I've noticed that my leads are coming from referrals. When you have that funnel, all right, when you have a clear picture of what your funnel looks like, you can know how to improve them, how to improve the funnel. Do you understand? So first, be clear about the funnel so that you can improve the various steps. There are funnels that are very long. There are some funnels that, from your ad to a landing page, from landing page to an email list, from email list to a Telegram channel, from Telegram channel to the payment page, from payment page to delivery page. So some funnels are long, right? And whether long or short, the goal is just to make sure that you're getting as many clients as possible. But you need to be clear about your funnel. And it doesn't mean you should have just one funnel. You can have different funnels, but clarify your funnels. So what's an example of a funnel, right? Let me even see if I can just get that right. So if I let me use another person's business now. Let me use Umoru's business. Umoru's business is into fashion. So I am into fashion, for example. This is still Gemini. I'm using this so that some of you can use this after now. It just helps you give you ideas, right? So I'm into fashion. I sell ready to wear clothes and also sew clothes. I need some examples of high converting funnels to use to generate leads for my business. Now, sometimes they may give you some things that are a bit longer, a bit more complex, but just think about it this way, all right? Let me see. So now look at the first type of funnel that they are recommending for more. Remember what we talked about lead magnets. So they said the lead magnet should be a fun style quiz, a quiz that says, for example, what is your perfect fit, right? A very short quiz. Then after the quiz, you take them to a landing page that shows them clear benefits. After the landing page, they can have an email sequence. This is a longer funnel. So a lead magnet that is a quiz, by the way, a quiz can also be a lead magnet. All right, a quiz can be a lead magnet, especially for people like even the medical diagnosis center. You can use a quiz. A quiz is just a set of questions that make people want to do something, right? So that's what a quiz can be. This is the first funnel they are recommending, the style discovery lead magnets. Another funnel they are recommending is, okay, that you should start with what is called Instagram or Facebook stories. So this is the first part of the funnel, all right? Put out something on your stories, and then the content should be short, should be attention-grabbing video, and then the call to action should be immediately swipe up to order. Remember what I talked about, that a funnel can be this short. A funnel can be as simple as from story to order. That can be a short funnel. All right, there's another funnel that says custom consultation. So you can say, oh, you want to convert leads that are interested in customized sewing services. So you can create a consultation service that says, oh, do you want to make a dress for your next occasion? Come and have a free consultation for us to choose your next dress together. So let's assume that you consult with someone that wants to do a birthday party on what are the best, okay, what's your favorite color? What's the theme of the event? Okay, from these things you've said here and there, I think this will be the perfect outfit for you. If they want to sew that outfit and they're not wicked people, who do you think they will sew with? They will sew with you, right? So that can be an interesting way to generate leads, a consultation funnel. Can you see this example? So there are different kinds of funnels you can use, but the goal is always generating leads that can then become customers. Are you following? I hope you're following, right? Let me move on very quickly.
Yeah.
Generating leads that can then become customers. Now, the next thing is another lead generation strategy is what I call positioning. This is a lead generation strategy that a lot of people do not use. You can generate leads by positioning yourself. You don't have to go out and look for people up and down. You can position yourself. How do you position yourself? You can position yourself by having a website. If you don't have a website, I think you should have a goal for creating a website. If you have a website on the internet, that is you positioning yourself to get leads. All right. Another lead generation strategy by positioning is social media. Social media. You can stay positioned on social media. And then the last one is SEO. I won't go too deep into SEO. It's quite complex. But SEO is simply trying to get to a point where when people search for what you sell, they can see you. All right. Let me just add one more. Some of you will need to create a Google business profile. So when people search for what you do, they can see you. Google business profile. That is a lead generation strategy, having a Google business profile. All right. And then the next one, I think the last one I'll talk about for today would be paid ads. People don't like this, but in this day and age, you should be able to spend money on advertising. Super, super important. You should be able to spend some of your money on creating paid advertising. Really important. So if you're able to create ads, what happens is that more people, Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you're using, is able to generate more leads for you. Why? Because you have created a campaign. You have paid for your product or your service to be put in front of more people. That's how paid ads work. So paid ads is simply you saying that, oh, okay, I want this product or service that I sell, this product that I offer, or this service that I offer to be in front of more people. So you create content and you use Facebook and Instagram ads. This is always recommended for a start because currently they are the cheapest ways to generate leads. So Facebook ads or Instagram ads or a combination of both, right? Ads. So you can use this to generate leads. All right. If you want to learn more about this, there's a platform you can start with. It's called Facebook Blueprints. Let me get you the link. If you want to learn how to run ads on Facebook and Instagram, you can go to Facebook Blueprints. It's a free resource by Facebook that just gives you free training on how you can advertise. Okay. So you can go to this place, facebook.com/business/learn. Or I think you can also use facebook.com/blueprint. Let me try that. I'll share the link in the chat box. All right, so don't worry. All right, so let me see facebook.com/blueprint. So that's the same thing. So let me just type that. All right. So also let me type that. So facebook.com/blueprints will take you directly to this place. facebook.com/blueprints. All right. So you can just check that out after now and learn more about running ads. Yeah, .com/blueprints. Good. So this is all for lead generation strategy for now. Let's go to the next one, which is sales conversion strategy. Remember, the goal was to increase sales. So sales conversion strategy, and I'll end here. Sales conversion strategy. How can you then use digital marketing to increase sales? The first thing you need is what is called a sales system. What is a sales system? A sales system is a system that involves payments. A sales system involves information. All right, that's the first thing. Information, payments, and delivery. This is a sales system. These are the three parts of a sales system. A sales system involves or includes information about what people are buying, ways to make payments, right? You must give them several ways to make payment. They can pay with their card. They can pay with transfer. If you want people to pay with card, you can actually create an account with Paystack. This is an example of a platform you can use. You can use Seller. These are platforms that allows you to make people pay with their card. All right. So you can create a payment link and say, use this thing to pay me, and they can pay you with their card. This is a part of a payment system. You must be able to make it easy for people to pay you. You don't tell people that, oh, you must pay with transfer. I accept only transfer. No, give people options to pay you. All right. Some people can pay with their cards. Some people can pay with transfer. Some people want to go to the bank and pay. That's okay. Let them have different methods of paying you. Okay. Then the last step of a sales system is delivery. I always talk about this, delivery and fulfillment. How do you give them what they paid for? So this is the first sales conversion strategy. have a sales system for your business, a defined sales system. Another thing you need to do if you want to increase sales is to do what is called content angles. Use content angles for your business. Content angles can be pain points. What are the pain points of your customers? What is that thing that is itching them? What's that thing they want to solve? So you can use pain points. That's one thing. You can also use desires. All right? Pain points is one. Desires is another. All right? Pain points and desires. Let me just stick to this. You can create content around the pain points of your customers. You can create content around the desires of your customers. You can also create content around the personality of your customers. You can call your customers out. You can say something like, are you a young graduate that wants to learn a computer skill? Right? That's for someone like Billy Casey, right? Or are you a what's it called, a 9-to-5 worker that wants to get a proper corporate dress for work? That can be Umoru, right? Or for the medical diagnosis center, you can call out the personality of your audience. Who's the target audience for you? Have you done a full body checkup in the last 1 year? If no, this is an opportunity for you. Come to our medical diagnosis center. That is you calling out the personality. There are some people that if you don't call them out, you can just keep creating content. Not bad. A sales conversion strategy is using content angles. What are their pain points? What are their desires? What's their personality? That's content angle. Then another sales conversion strategy is using a product ladder. Product ladder. What's a product ladder? A product ladder is you simply creating different products at different price points. So your major product can be highly priced, but you can also have a smaller version of it that people at another price point can buy. Especially now that there's a lot of things happening in the economy, it's important to have products at different price points so that you're not losing out an entire segment of customers. You can have something that everybody at different price points can buy. For example, currently, not everybody can afford my services. I run ads for people, for businesses, but because of the current dollar rates, most of my rates are almost $1 million in a month. So you're charging, if I'm charging a small business owner $1,000 a month, that is ridiculous. I wouldn't even encourage you to buy that service from me. So I majorly serve organizations. I majorly serve organizations, especially outside the country, that do not mind paying that amount. But I also have I can have a course, a Facebook ads course that a business owner can buy for 50,000 naira that can help them run ads by themselves. That's a product ladder. So product ladders allows you to cater and sell to different people. That is a sales conversion strategy. Now, these are things that if you do, you have created a proper offer, you have a proper awareness strategy. So you have content and you're putting out content on social media, Facebook, Instagram, probably Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, those are that platforms, but majorly Facebook and Instagram. You're generating leads, you're converting sales. This is an end-to-end digital marketing blueprint for you to increase sales. Now, if you do all these things, let me tell you what will happen. If you do all these things, first, you're going to have new buyers. Why will you have new buyers? You have new buyers because you're running paid ads. You have new buyers because you're putting out your lead magnet in front of more people. So you have new buyers, right? That's the first thing that will happen. New buyers will come to you. Second thing that will happen is because of these things you're doing, you will have repeat buyers. Why? You have a proper sales system. Your delivery is on point. So because your delivery was great the last time, you will have repeat buyers. People will come to you over and over again. And then the last thing that will happen is because you have a product ladder, because you have a different content angles, there will be people that will, instead of buying just one thing from you, you now have a product ladder, they will buy several things from you. And that will increase your average order value. And if you do these things, because of these three things are increasing, what will then happen? You will have increased sales. This is how to use digital marketing to increase sales for your business. I hope you got value from the session tonight. Once again, thank you so much, Abraham, for having me. Thank you to the entire team at Boostma. Let me know. Let me have your feedback. Did you get value from the session? I want to be sure that you learned something new today. And I am sure that you will be able to use these things in your business. As a bonus, I'm going to share this with my friend Abraham, and then probably he can get this document maybe as a PDF to you guys. Let me just export it as a PDF. This was a document that we had. This was our class documents, but then it can become a PDF for you to use as you plan. thank you so much for having me, and we'll see at the top.
Okay, Fee, thank you so much.
Thank
I really appreciate for this session this evening. Thanks for joining for the short within the short notice. Thanks. So I don't know if you have any question for Fee, so we can let him go while we proceed with our class as we begin to round up. Any question for Fee with respect to digital marketing or how you might want to? Do you have any question you want to ask? You're welcome, Mr. Yaya. We're about 18 of us on this call right now. Do you have any question you feel you need to ask him now that he's still here before he goes? So you don't end up saying I would have asked him that question just now.
I have a question.
Okay,
I
please.
really appreciate. Yeah, I really appreciate this night presentation so much on this marketing. And I have been having challenging. One is I have a page for the clinic. Like I earlier said, I have a clinic. We have a clinic that we run, and also trying to create another page for the diagnosis center. Diagnosis center will just open it in August. I'm trying to create a page, but I've not yet done that. I was trying to do that. Then it shows me I cannot. I have just only 3 pages. For sure, I cannot create another page. Now I should try again later. Anytime I come on to create another page using my profile, I should try again. I was opting to maybe create another account so that I can be able to create a page for it. But I don't know if there's any way I can be able to do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the question. Yeah. So that error you're having is an error that is coming from Meta itself. I've had a number of people that have that same issue. Now, this is the way that I'm currently navigating that issue for some of my clients, right? What I do is, if you have someone else that maybe doesn't have as much pages or doesn't really use, maybe either a friend or a family person that doesn't have a lot of pages, you can create the page for your business using that person's profile. Then let the person make you an admin of that page. Then the person can exit the page or you can remove the person. So let me explain. When you create a page with another profile, the profile that created the page is the first admin, is the owner. But if the profile makes you an admin and you remove that profile, you then become the new owner and the new admin. So that way the page is yours. So that's the way I've used to navigate that so far, because currently it's not an error that's coming from you at all. It's a Meta error. I've been in touch with the team at Meta concerning that, and they are working on it. They've been working for a while. I don't know what the issue is, but I've had that happen with some of my clients. And when I reached out to the team at Meta, because yeah, I have like access to the support team, direct access. So they've explained that it's something that they are aware of and they're still working on, but it hasn't been fixed yet. So this is how I navigate it currently. Okay. I don't know if you understand what I said. So create the page with someone else's profile, then let the person make you an admin, then you remove the person, you become the owner of the page.
Thank you very much. I was thinking of that actually, but the way I said I would use somebody account, but I don't know how to. When I was thinking, actually, if I create an account, how can I force that person to become the owner of that page and other side in the future? But with this now, I really thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay, do anybody have any question again? Okay. So it's as good. Sophie, I want to say thank you so very much for your time. Okay, I'll see you behind the camera. So thank you so much. And one more thing again, I just want to say thanks, Fee, for showing up. I appreciate our friendship over the years, and I can say you are one person that I can always vouch for at any day, at any time. Thank you so very much. And this is what I tell everybody all the time is that no matter how rich you are, if you don't have quality network of friends, you don't have the quality network of friends, a lot of things might not add up for you. So thank you so very much, Fee. I'm grateful. So
one more thing before I go, I want us to drop that link to the Google, to the review, right? And I want everyone to be able to go and drop a review. If we can put that link in the comments. So this has been, I'm sure every session has been very, very mind-blowing. So I want as many of you as possible. I'm going to go back and check, right? As many of you as possible, go to that link when it is dropped. I think it should be dropped any minute now. Let people be able to go there and write something. Let us know, give an honest review, so that more people can experience some of the things that you've experienced. All right. So, Aria, thank you for sharing that. So go to that page click on it and give a review. Thank you for having me, Abraham.
Okay, Fee, thank you so very much. I'm grateful for, I cannot thank you enough. So let me just keep saying thank you. So let me just keep saying thank you for your time, for coming to join us this evening. So thank you. Have a good evening, Mr. Fee.
All right, you too.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe now we come to our in-house party. If you know you gain anything from this session, just type anything on the chat box. And I expect our class to be very lively as today is the last day. Can you just put anything on the chat box if you gain anything from this session? Whatever it is, just put on the chat box. We're about 20 on this call. With 10 persons putting it. Okay, thank you, John Glad. You say value, value, value. Thank you, John. Thank you. So who else again is typing in there? Yes, I know to a large extent fatigue have set in. Many of us has fallen off along the road. So this is what I was saying in the beginning of this call. I want to be sure that many of us, please just type anything, whether hi, hello, good evening, good night on the chat, but let me even know how many people are actively on this call. So let's bring it now. Hold on for like 3 minutes or 1 or 2 minutes. Let me know how many persons are actually on this call. Just type hello or thanks or something in the chat box. Okay, thank you, Mr. John, and good luck. Who else again? Let's see them coming. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Yaya. Thank you. Abide, good job. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, good, Mr. Ruben. Thank you. Good. Okay, good. So now, this is the thing. This is the catch here. I'll beg of every one of us to please, we've done a whole lot for the past 1 month. At the beginning of the time, I shared this. I said, this is the problem with Nigeria business owners. We don't want to ever go for knowledge. We just believe we have the money. We believe we have the resources. So therefore, I don't really think I need all these things. But I can tell you, attending this class must have added a shift into what you think you knew before. The Nigerian economy is falling. A lot of things are not adding up right now in Nigeria. How do you, so this time for you to start thinking of how to diversify. How to diversify. Some of you still have the hope to start your business one day. Please take this, write it down on the chat box. Nigeria current economy will punish you for your inaction. Please type it on the chat box. Nigeria current economy will punish me for my inactions. Please type it there. Okay, Doctor, good evening. He says, sorry, I'm coming late. Just nail. Okay, good evening. Please type on the chat box. Nigeria current economy will punish me for my inactions. Nigeria current economy. Please type it there. Economy will punish me. Thank you, Homsones. Thanks. Who is typing in again? Nigeria current economy will punish me for my inaction. Thank you so much, Mr. Yaya. Please, this is the only thing you can remember from this training. Take it home and write it somewhere. Now, I explain this to you. Why will Nigeria economy punish for your inactions? The money you have in your account today, you are planning you use it very soon. Please, inflation is real. I was going with a client yesterday. He was telling me that they have about 800 million naira in their company account and have about 2-point-something billion naira in one of their other accounts. He was asking me that we should try and get the bank that they want to sell the naira into dollar and save because naira is falling. Please, if you have anything you know you want to do right now in your business, you want to buy any equipment, you want to buy any fixed asset, this is the right time to do that. We've looked at a whole lot from this training, from the day one, and I want to say thank you to those people that stayed to the end. And I said this before I wrote that, is that we can't have a business that has been messed up for more than 24 months, and you want to come to one class and expect that magic. I've seen people come to my sessions, they just say, okay, 25,000 I paid. So therefore, we all agree, we pay 25,000, but the value you've gotten somehow, some way, is more than 25,000 naira. Because I believe that True value cannot be measured by money. So the same thing we should do right now. Nigeria is vulnerable. How can we break down our offers into smaller ladder process? What can we do in our customer relationship? How do we improve our client relationship? How do we buy products proactively? That's a Nigeria economy will punish for your inaction. If you have money now, whatever you think you need to buy, please go buy them ahead right now. Keeping the money in your account, hoping that the Naira will gain balance as against the dollar, it's not possible. For example, Nigeria is the only country I believe that foreigners spend money, spend hard currency. By God, we are prepared to go to few countries, more than 10 countries in the world. I've never, for example, when I was in Germany, I could not spend Naira. I was forced by the system to change Naira to Euro. The same thing in the UK. The same thing in most countries I've gone to. When I went to Turkey, I was forced to change my Naira to their local currency. But fortunately, go to Lekki in Lagos, people pay apartments with dollar. So you can understand, I'm just trying to show us the bigger picture of the Nigerian economy so that you don't think that, okay, one way or the other will maneuver our way. The only way you can maneuver your way is for you to take proactive measures after this class. Do you have stock in market? And one thing you must do for me, please, those of you that are into products, you need to do a price review all the time. Price review from time to time. Call your vendors, call people that supply you. How much is the price for this thing as at today? So that you don't end up selling what you have, going back to the market to buy. There's a gap of, let's say, more than 200,000, 1 million naira. Who pays for that? And ignorance is not an excuse in this economy anymore. That I said, Nigeria system will punish you for your inactions. The inaction you fail to take to call your vendor to ask them, sorry, what's the current price? Might cost you something. If you know you offer services, please look for other add-on service product, other add-on benefits you can add to this product right now. So I will stop here. Do I have any question? Do anybody have any question from what we've done so far? You want to ask me right now? If you okay, fine, I need to ask this question. Is there any question you want to ask? I'll also call it, begin to wrap up for this. Do you have any question? Okay, do you have any contribution to what we've done so far? What is your take? What is from what you've done, from what you pay, the value you get? What is your take on that? Who is speaking, please? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can hear you, sir.
Okay. So it's good. I will assume that we all understood and gotten value. So I want to say thank you so much for every one of you. And I want to request for just one favor, which I've already requested for. If you know you've truly gotten value, you've not been subcharged at any point in this training, we just need a review from you, an honest review. I'm of the opinion that you don't cajole people to get feedback. I need your review to help our business grow here at Boostma. You've been part of our training. You've seen what we've done. You experienced our services. There's a link that we've put in on this call right now and also on the WhatsApp group also. Please, I'll really appreciate if you can do me a favor or do us a big favor as an organization to just please go online, click on that link and just write an honest review of how you felt about this training. How was this training to you? From the day one, our services, the value you get. If I can get that from 10 of us here, that will make my day or make us a lot. We just need you to just go and click on that link and just write a review. So for those of us also, and wondering, so why do we need to write this? So for those of us also that have Google My Business, this is how it works. I'll share my screen right now and share this with us quickly. Please, you need to go online and set up your Google My Business page. You need to go online to set up your Google My Business page. I will explain. The era we are, people tend to go online because of security issues to want to verify your businesses. I never can tell when and how investors might want to come, and you never can tell what will happen. People want to go online. For example, now, who can you give me your business name? Can anybody give me your business? Type your business name on the chat box. Let me check out something for you quickly. Your business name, please, let's be fast. Anybody can type on this thing. Okay, thank you so much for your question. And Buhari, so what are the economic indicators that Naira will bounce back? First, the first economic indicator is that Naira might not bounce back anytime soon. Because first, our government does not even understand what it takes. We are chasing shadows. I heard that the government want to share money. That the government want to, what is it they say they want to do again? They want to share 25,000 for 15 million Nigerians. That is a dumb move already. The way we need to, for Naira to bounce back, we will need to look at our economy first. Look at our economy. Do we need to close our border to some things? First, we need to fix up our security in the countries. Farmers cannot go to markets, go to their farms. In my farm today, we buy a bag of feed about 11,800. That is to say, one egg can hit close to 200 Naira or 250 before December if it continues this way. So I like your question, man. So the only thing we do, let's leave the government and see how best we can improvise on what we'll do. So good. So somebody gave me a name here. He said Echo Power. Let me see something. Echo Power. So please, you need to go online and set up your business, your Google My Business page. It's very important because people, okay, good. This Echo Power now, good. You can see this. So you have just to Google review. This is good, but this is not good enough, sir. That's why when people come to your place, you need to direct them to this place to give a review. This will stand in as much as Google is here, this will always remain there. So that's why you need people to genuinely, that's why if you give good services, you don't need to beg people or cajole them to go and write. People go there with excitement to genuinely give you a feedback. That is what happens. But good, this is for, okay. Sir, can you see this? You are in Kano. Dr. Yaya, can you hear me? Mr. Yaya, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, good. I believe your business is in Kano, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you could see now, your page is not well optimized. So this needs
yes, sir.
Good.
Somebody,
Now,
we're not even that added. Somebody registered this. So I checked it and found that I was trying to know. I don't know how to take this off because it's not the exact place where our business is.
Okay, so good. If this is not your business right now, you can do this through your own Google account. Now, this have Binta Care Diagnosis. You can put now and clinical services. So how do you do this? Because the era we are is visibility based. Let me show you something now. Let's come to Abraham Orokpe Consulting. You could see how ours is my personal contact base fully optimized. Yeah, I have 39 persons that have given me review at different points in time. These are office address at different points in time. Now, somebody might be wondering, do we really need all these things for our business? It does not mean that who will come. Yes, I'm not arguing that with you. Who will come. But those people that want to verify you will always not inform you. Now, the link we just sent right now is that for Boostman on the group. We have 21 review. Now, the more you are able to, for example, now let me come here and put, let me put diagnosis centers in Kano. Let's see what happens here. Diagnosis. Please, can you see what I'm doing, please?
Yes, I'm seeing, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. If I put this now, so you are nowhere to be found here. And people want to go with what they can see.
Yeah.
Are we together? I hope we are learning. So people will always want to go with what they can see and get access to easily. For example, now, if I come here and put, say, coaching in Abuja now, you could see, if you put this now, at the end of the day, sorry, what am I typing? Okay, good. So you go and put business coaching in Abuja now. Most likely, our company name will be among the top. So this is the essence of why we need to optimize our pages in our location. So, but if at any point you are doing that, and for some, you could see here now, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Good. This is us, business structure here. This is us again, number 2 and number 1. And I can tell you, over time, we've gotten a lot of referrals through this alone, walk-in clients. If you look here now, this is Boostma here. This is SmartPineL Consulting, number 2. Then if you come down here also, this is Abraham Orukpe at number 4. Let's count, let's be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At number 8. So, sir, this is how we can. So go back now. I beg of everybody on this call, if possible, anytime you're trying to optimize. So on your Google, this is what you should do. Come to this, go to your laptop, click on these 6 dots here. Please, if you know yourself on this call, just put "I'm with you." Type it on the chat box. Just put "I'm with you," please. Mr. John Glad, please check what exactly you're drawing on this screen. Just type "I'm with you." If you see on this call clearly. Good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good. So do me a favor. Go to your Google. Let me clean up what this man is dragging on our screen here. Good. So go to your Gmail. This is your Google Chrome already as your page. Come to these 6 dots here. You can see these 6 dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click on it. When you click on it, this comes up. You see Google My Business. You see My Business Profile Manager. This is your Google search. This is your account. This is your Google Map. This is your YouTube. This is your Google Play. This is your Gmail. This is your Google Drive here. Please, you click on this Google My Business here. This business profile here. This is from where you manage your account from. So for we now, we have 7 business listed on this platform. Now, we have 7 business listed on this platform. You don't need anybody to help you do this particular thing. You can do it on your own. So you don't pay unnecessary thing. As I do teach in my sessions, you can reduce your expenses by learning some skills. And these kind of skills you are learning right now. Not everything you say, I'm the CEO, I'm too busy of doing this. So let somebody else, I'll pay. Good and fine. So if you look at this now, if you take it a step further, these ones with blue are verified. Abraham Orukpe Consulting and Coaching is verified. Boostma is verified. This was for one of my clients I worked for years ago. We tried working with them. Time to come to the office to verify. They were not showing up. Now, SmartPineL Consulting is verified. SmartPineL Farms is verified. Then SmartPineL Facility and our farms are all verified, except for our function, which is suspended. Now, why do they suspend your account? It's when you cannot provide accurate information. So if I'm to revive this account that is suspended now, I need to upload our CAC document to Google. They'll verify to be sure that the company actually exists. So if you come here now, look at this now. If you come here, you say add new business. You want to add a new business, I'll just click on this place. It say add a single business. I click on this, add a single business. So if you have to do yours, this is how you do it, please. So Dr. Yaya, Mr. Yaya, you that say that business does not belongs to you. You can come here and set it up afresh. Putting and clinical center, be services to your own. Now that one is beta diagnosis. Something that will just differentiate you from their own. You can now go ahead and put the categories and do everything. Please. This era we have visibility. It's not, nobody pay a silent expert. I've said it severally. Nobody will pay a silent expert, no matter how good you are. If you don't have visibility, nobody is coming to pay you. And you might think it does not mean who will pay will pay. No. You should be proactive enough to see how best you can get a good lead, even without you running an ad or anything. So please, we can start with that. Sorry, I'm trying to take off something from my screen. We can start with that by first doing that. Then if you have a website, then you cannot optimize your website automatically. You can optimize your website. So that's why I'll go back to that screen I shared again. It is going to be our screen now. Sorry. If it was to be our screen again, let's come back here again. Good. So if you come here now, all our websites. So that's why you need some pictures of your place to add to that. You need some pictures to add. For example, now this is Boostma here. If you click on this right now, it gives you these. These are pictures from our event. Our website is here. If you click on this now, you click on this, it takes you straight to our official website. It gives you the direction. And these are pictures that you upload from the back end. So please, whenever you want to do yours, if at any point in time you are stuck, please let us know. That group will not be closed. Our group will still be open there. These are on website. So these are things that people can easily check you out even before you tell them that you are doing kind of business. So if you know that you want assistance for us to help you optimize your Google My Business page, start it first. If there's any place you are stuck, kindly chat us up. At this where I'm stuck, I would like you to guide me through, and we'll be there to guide you through. So I don't know if you have any question. Do anybody have any question? Or is all clear? Any question? Any contribution? All clear?
So I have a question.
Please do, sir.
Still concerning that account, for instance, because it's the place is around close to that place, but a different entire direction. It's also within the area. Let me say like 3 to 4 kilometers away. But I checked it. There is any way that somebody can report so that they can remove it and implement that other one, the new one we're going to do there.
Okay, yes, it's possible, but I believe that will be a long route. So the best thing, it would be for you to just, go ahead and initiate a whole new process. Because if you put that, yours is Binta Care Diagnosis and Clinical, let me be sure of the name, and Clinicals. So what you should do, just take this full name that you wrote here, this Binta Care Diagnosis and Clinical Services. Use this full name. It will automatically override that other one. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, I told you. Okay. So I believe with this, I want to say thank you to everybody for this time. Please do me a favor. Just go online and help us write a review. Today is the end of the class. At any point in time, you can call our team member and they'll guide you on whatever it is. And I have a book that we're launching next month by God's grace. We're going to put the detail of the book. Those of you that will be interested in the book, you can indicate interest in the group also. That is one. They will have a support for everybody from now to the end of March. If you're going through the videos, by next week, we're going to upload the whole video reviews, the recorded session on our virtual session on YouTube. And the link will be shared in the group for those that pay attention to go and redo and review. So 2 things, please help us write a review with the link on the group. Also, repaste that group link on our WhatsApp group so that I can easily go back and do that. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful night's rest. It's a privilege.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, before you go. Yeah, there's some templates I think we're going to get from some bonuses.
Yes. Mr. Temba, can you hear me, sir? Hello? Okay, maybe it's the call. Yes, that template and that which one that Fee has done, we're going to send everything into the whole group. Okay, thank you. You're going to say, also remember to post the Excel template for business record. Okay, good. So what you do for me is that kindly go to the group and just type in what are the things you expect from us. We already know what we want to give you, but to ensure that we sync well, type it there. We'll pick it up from there. So thank you, everybody. You know my face. Anywhere you see me, kindly reach me out. I'll gladly connect with you. Thanks, but do me a good favor. Thank you to Boostmart team, to everybody from our team that have made this a successful one, that have been calling, doing the follow-up calls, the moderation and everything. I'm glad that we all have been able to come to see this. So thank you, everybody, and do have a cool night rest. Thanks. Good night. And let me see your comment on our Google My Business page. Thanks. I look forward to see that. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone. Thanks.